All right. Well, welcome everyone to the 2025. This is our sixth virtual summit, and we're so excited that you're here. We have an action-packed day planned for you. We're going to be meeting from 9 a.m. Pacific all the way to 3 p.m. Well, it'd be Eastern time, but it would be 12 a.m. or 12 p.m. Pacific. But we're excited. We've got three different sessions. You'll be able to get a lot of what you need. We're going to go ahead and get started. As we do, I want to begin a little bit with some housekeeping for Zoom and for the different meeting rooms that you're going to be in, how to be able to use the tools that are there. You're going to be getting a lot of information. It's likely you're going to have questions. So I want you to look at the Zoom toolbar that you have on the browser that you're logged in on. And I want you to note where that Q&A is, because if you've got a question, we're going to have TCI staff manning the Q&A to be able to answer any questions that you have about the product or about different experiences or something specific that you feel like a TCI staff member needs to be able to answer. That's what it's there for. And you've already made really good use of the chat, and you'll continue to do so to be able to share not only where you're from and what grade you teach, but also your own tips and your own reactions to the sessions as you go through. So make sure you're well aware of what those Zoom tools do there for you. The other thing to note there at the bottom is that you can also make sure that you've got a new little tool that we didn't even know was going to be possible until today, and that is a resources little button where you're going to be able to go in and get some links and resources that we're going to be providing for you. So definitely make good use of the Q&A. Use the chat. Make sure if you are doing the chat that you're sending that chat to everyone, not just panelists or hosts, but that you're sharing your chat with everyone. I am blessed to be able to have with me today Dr. Bert Bauer. He's our owner and founder, and I'm going to turn it over to him so that he can introduce you.
Welcome, everybody. First, a shout out to Reggie Monero, who just told me he's been to all six summits. So, big thumbs up for Reggie. The background here is that I'm a social studies teacher. I was a textbook writer, got a doctorate at Stanford, and then in 1989, I took young teachers to the California Council for Social Studies, and we started TCI. That was 36 years ago. We've been going strong ever since because of the folks like you who are in the summit. We are about teachers for teachers. We're all teachers at TCI. We've created a curriculum that is really based on the realities of your classroom. So in the summit today, you're going to see specific programs talked about. We have elementary social studies and science, middle school social studies and science, and high school programs. So let's find out a little bit about them before we start, Brian.
Absolutely. So we've got some really good icebreaker polls. If you've got a cell phone with you, go ahead and open up the camera, scan this little QR code here, and we've got some live polls that we're going to take you through. You should be able to see one of them right off the bat as soon as you scan that. That's already live right now. And we're going to learn a little bit more about you as we do so. Now, if you don't have a cell phone or something like that handy with you, you can also go to menti.com, and type in the code there at the very top, 75288051, and maybe somebody can drop that into the chat as well. But I'll give you a few more seconds to be able to scan that code and answer the very first question that you see there. We'll count just a few more seconds, and while we're waiting, before I switch over and we show live results, Bert, we're up to about almost 700 people that have
Wow,
joined.
700 people.
Yeah, yeah.
Fantastic. We are going to take, I think, three polls, or is it four?
Four.
And
We have four questions.
yeah,
Yep.
four questions for you. This is the first question, and I think it's going to help us learn about you and help us throughout the summit kind of focus on your needs. So, Brian, let's take a look. Here
So,
are, yeah.
wow, yeah. Which group do we work with the most? Some of you, most of you are probably classroom teachers, but we probably have administrators, and we also have support staff here. Bert, what do you see here? What are these trends that we see here?
Very excited to see that 30% K-5 social studies, 44% middle school, and 9% high school. Those are some of our strongest programs. Really excited to see the number of K-5 science folks there and middle school science. So we have a good array of folks, and we've got something for everybody today. So welcome.
Absolutely. All right,
Sixerfold.
let's go to the next question. So how long have you been in education? Your years experience. You're either first year, newbie, all the way to Methuselah. You're like Bert. You are so experienced, Bert, in education. You've
I
got
don't know
all
about that
those years.
Methuselah. Come
Yeah.
on.
But go ahead. Let's see where our median is there. Right now, we've got somewhere around the veteran status, uh,
And there you
80
go. Just
something.
about everybody is in.
What
We've
I
got
love though is I mouse over
500
this.
people.
Look,
Wow.
look at this, Bert. We've got at least 20 who are new to the classroom and new to education.
So many of the people, I just went to our coaches camp. So many of the people said, as a new teacher, TCI saved me. I'm so overwhelmed with everything that I'm doing in the classroom. Thank God that TCI gives us these complete lessons, great classroom activities. So those 21 folks in the summit today, you're going to be lucky. But then what a great spread throughout. Um,
Absolutely. Yeah, it's
and
pretty even across.
I've just got to say, I bet some of those people that are Methuselah were with us from the very beginning and are the folks that had the binders with
Binders.
slides in it. So, as always, we're saying, bless you, binder people. You can go into the chat. If you're a binder person, let us know. Are you a binder person? Just let us know. Binders. I'm a binder teacher. TCI saved me in my first year. Binder, 3 years. I'm a binder. I'm a binder. I'm a binder. We started in 1989 with binder. Our first textbook wasn't until 2000, but bless you. Thank you for being binder people and being with us from the beginning because you're why we're here. You believed it since the beginning. What do you hope to get out of the summit? Pacing, new ideas, learning and sharing how to do new activities. Yes, new strategies. It's all about the strategies here. Get away from the binders. Yay. We'll get you away from them. So my
Yeah,
ideas of new things to try, updates, binders. No more binders, folks. We're on to online amazing education, pacing and binders. See what our new curriculum has to offer. Learn how to use the program. New ideas, new features,
that's awesome.
ideas on how to implement the curriculum. What's new? So all of that is going to be covered.
Let's go to our last question here. What are three of your favorite TCI activities? Now, for those 21 folks that are brand new to TCI, or maybe you've been in education for a while, but this is your first year using TCI, maybe you can't answer that question just yet. Or maybe you can. Maybe you piloted before you purchased the program. But what are some of your favorite activities? And I'll give you an example. In our America's Past program, we have a lesson on the Revolutionary War that a lot of people call the tug of war lesson because we do tug of war as the students are learning about the American Revolution. So I want to see what are some of your favorite TCI activities. Bert, anything stand out to you?
Tug of war
Whether it's
did team up, simulations. I love seeing video activities. Our most recent population density in Japan. You've done that many times at conferences, Brian.
yep,
Third grade human monuments, love it, to Cesar Chavez and whatnot. Observing phenomena, interactive handouts, walking tour. We have several walking tours. Feudalism in seventh grade. Oh my God, throw in the paper. Um, Online investigation, hands-on. Reading checks. Thank you. Work hard on those. The debate, the flashcards. So impactful. Those cards.
you know what's great about this, Bert, as I'm looking at it, is there are some that are bigger than others. Those are the ones that are more frequently
Ah,
mentioned. But look at the number of items that are different that are on here. And for you newbies or for new to TCI, you're going to be on that list. You're going to have something that you'll be able to add to that list because there's so many great things that we have to share.
capture the flag for the revolution, geography challenges, walking tour. Wow, you folks are really experienced and are getting into the heart of TCI. Great crowd. Let's go, Brian.
All right. So let me go ahead and I'm going to wrap this up by talking a little bit about what's going to happen next and how you transition into that very first section of the day. And this is where you're going to get those new ideas. This is where you're going to get the tips. These are where all of the great takeaways are going to happen. This slide right here shows all of the different sessions that we have. Next up is going to be first period. You'll see that we have about 4 different kinds of sessions that are going on. If you're brand new to TCI, whether you're a first year teacher or veteran teacher, but new to TCI, I'm going to recommend that you take your foundations course for your market. We have one specific for elementary social studies, one for elementary science, one for middle school social studies, one for middle school science, and we also have one for high school social studies too. So if you're new, I would recommend that you take the foundations course. Now, if you're not new, if you're a returning TCI user, we've got some options there in first period that you can take a look at. Discovering what's new, that'll be with me. We'll spend an hour looking at all the new features that we've added over the past year and into the summer. And then we have a session on our strategies, which are so foundational to the great activities that many of you were mentioning in there, as well as a session specific for TCI coaches. So there's a lot that's going to happen there in the very first session. And you can see second period and third period, you've got even more options there. You're going to walk away with something amazing today in each one of the sessions that we have, which we call periods, right?
And
Just
what I
like
like is if you look in the chat, we have a PDF of all the sessions, so you can keep that up at all times and choose your sessions.
right.
Just go to the chat.
We're going to make sure that we support you every step of the way. That includes with professional development, making sure that you get updates. Now that you're using TCI, you'll see it in-app. We'll send you emails. We'll make sure that we're providing lots of different updates to you as we improve the program based on your feedback. We have a very active TCI Facebook group. I'm going to encourage you to scan that QR code, join our Facebook group. We've got a wonderful moderator, Kim O'Brien, who's one of our trainers, that she's here. She's going to be doing one of the sessions. She helps to moderate that channel, and it's great because it's teachers sharing with other teachers, posing questions, and getting really good feedback from their peers. We are very active on social media. You can follow us on Facebook or even now on Instagram. That's right. TCI has an Instagram channel. You can follow us at Teach TCI there. So make sure that you follow us on those social media platforms. I mentioned that we're going to make sure that we support you with professional development. One of those is in-app. So even though you're at a live summit right now, when the summit's over and it's just you and you're starting your year planning, you can actually go in and take any time of the day or night for that matter professional development 24/7. So we have courses for beginners. We have courses for returning users. We have courses for learning management systems like Canvas and Google Classroom and Schoology that you can go in there and you can take. So definitely take good advantage of that. You get hours and a certificate at the conclusion of any professional development, whether it's live or in the in-app. And I'll talk more about that in just a second as well, the certificate. In your last session, the last session that you attend today, at the very end, you're going to have an opportunity to be able to complete a little survey, kind of an exit ticket, if you will, on what your takeaways were from the summit. As a thank you for that, you're going to get a gamification toolkit. You see a little picture of it right there in the middle. We're going to send that to you if you complete the survey. You'll also, for attending today's summit, at the conclusion, you'll be able to get a certificate. If you scan, you complete the survey, we'll make sure that we send you a 3-hour certificate, 3 hours for today's summit that you'll be able to get that you can use for your PD hours for your school district. So those are some takeaways. Again, you'll get that at the very end. So the last session of the day, we want you to be able to do the survey at that point. As you do go through the sessions, make sure that you share your fun moments. When you do so on the social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram, use that hashtag TCI Summit 25. And if you follow us on Facebook and Instagram, you share that hashtag and a takeaway that you have, we're going to enter you into a drawing for a $100 gift card and our TCI llama that you can see pictured there that people have absolutely gone bonkers over. You can get into a drawing if you do those things. We're going to pick 3 lucky winners and you're going to be notified at the beginning of August for that. One last thing I want to make sure that I cover is that we've also put together a really cool notebook. Now, if you scan that QR code, or if you go to the resources here in this particular session right now, you'll see a link for this TCI Summit notebook. And this is something that you can keep and use as you go through the sessions. I'll show you what it looks like live for me right now. This is what it will look like. And it's even writable. So you can go in there and you can write in your own online notebook this way. So definitely take good advantage of that little tool right there, that Summit notebook that we've put together for you. So next up is going to be first period. This is where, if you're a brand new user, take that foundations course. If you're a returning user, we've got 3 other options for you to slide right into. I'm going to show you how to be able to get into that, and then I'm going to dismiss you to first period. That session's going to run from 9:20 Pacific to 10:10 Pacific. And how you join is you're going to leave this meeting. So the Zoom toolbar will have a little leave meeting, leave webinar, and you're going to go back to your Summit page. When you go back to your Summit page, and we're going to drop the link into the chat for that as well. When you go there, you'll just join your next session. And so again, be looking for that little page right there. I'll show you what mine looks like live right now. Mine looks like this right here. When you see that page, you just join your next session. If you exit and leave this meeting, just click on the one that you're wanting to join, and you're dismissed the first period. Have a great session. Have a great summit, everyone.
Thanks, Brian. Enjoy your sessions. Bye, everyone.